over as well. Apple India is on the radar. The company's come up with a steady quarter. Revenue growth looks quite strong. There's margin expansion as well. And we have Anuj Khanna Sohum, founder, chairman and CEO at Apple India joining in. Anuj, great to have you on. I just want to start by understanding the revenue growth number. I think you've done closer to 520 odd crores at the top line level, which is about a 28% growth. Now, is this organic plus the recent acquisitions? Is it all organic? So we can do a like-to-like comparison, because I think organic growth in Q4 was 18%. Everything put together was around 42%. So could you just break the number up for us?
Hi, good morning. Well, thanks for having me on your show this morning. Yes, our revenue growth has been consistently robust. This quarter, the organic growth was over 20% on a consolidated basis. And yes, together with the acquisition, if you look at it, it's almost 28%. But I think what's very important is to look at how the bottom line performance of the company has been. If you look at, the consistent growth in our EBITDA, delivering over 20% EBITDA and this, substantial growth even in profit before tax, almost 106 crores. This is the first time that our EBITDA as well as our profit before tax has been over 100 crores. So there is a lot of strong momentum in the performance of our company, both on the top line growth as well as on the bottom line growth.
Just to complete the top line point, we'll come to margins and EBITDA in just a bit, but steady state basis, because you've recently done a lot of acquisitions, steady state top line growth on a CAGR basis, let's say the next 1 to 2 years, do you think you can do better than 20%, which is what you've spoken of in the past, but what should investors work with?
See, the best way to look at the future is to take, lessons from the past. Now, it's been 5 years since we completed our IPO in August 2019 to now, and we have grown our revenue substantially in this time. More than 6 times or 5 to 6 times in terms of top line growth, profitability growth. So if you look at our past track record, it clearly shows that we've exceeded all pre-IPO expectations of our stakeholders. And even forward 5 years, my outlook on our industry is very strong. I think there is enough basis to say that Apple should be modeled at 20% CAGR growth for the next several years because we are in a high growth industry. We are in emerging markets like India, global emerging markets, even in developed markets. Our focus on emerging verticals, gaming and other verticals is actually providing us the foundations for consistent, long-term, sustainable high growth. And the outlook is very optimistic, and it's backed by the track record of the last 5 years.
Anuj, so for FY25, can we expect like a 25% top line growth? And what about margins? Should we expect close to 18% full year?
We don't provide short-term guidances, but what I can tell you is that as a CAGR basis forward many years to come, modeling our company at a 20% top line growth and margin expansion leading to, from a bottom line perspective, achieving 20 to 25% growth on a year-on-year basis from a bottom line profit perspective should be quite very much on the cards. Yeah.
Okay. Hi Anuj. I take that point from the time of listing. You all came in that niche space, and in fact it's been a multi bagger. So kudos to you as well as the management on that front. But I want to get back to the margin parameter, because I recall between 2019 and 2021, you had margins, I think, of closer to around 25%. Then you did a lot of acquisitions which diluted margins a little bit. How soon before we get to the 25% margin mark yet again, or are you satisfied in the early 20s?
I think looking for quality revenue, which is, delivering profitability and cash flow, is a fundamental DNA of our company. And therefore, even the acquired companies, the consistent effort has been to integrate. We have, in fact, in this quarter, achieved full consolidation, full integration as a single cash generating unit. All the leadership team of 20 CEOs and VPs are, providing hands-on leadership. So growing margin is a single-minded focus of the organization, and we are very, very clear that our margin or bottom line growth will exceed top line growth. So when I say model our company at 20% top line growth, I'm also in the same breath saying model our company at 20 to 25% bottom line growth, which means we will see margin expansion. Now, typically we will take a 3 years view to our business, 3 to 5 years plan for our business, and we should get there, and we are consistently working to get there. When will we get there exactly? I will hold this back. Let the numbers talk.
Okay, Anuj, for the time being, the numbers are talking. The street is satisfied with what you have been delivering. The next 5 years as well will be crucial. Appreciate you joining in this morning and giving us a gist about what went on in the past quarter and how you see the company shaping up going ahead. For the time being, though, we slip into a short break. You come back